Dear friends, the time has come again where we get to play with some balls again. Yep, today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite Filipino desserts called Bilo Bilo. The version I'm going to show you how to make today includes both tiny balls and big balls because this is my mom's recipe and that woman did not discriminate. Before we work on the big balls, let's work on the tiny guys. So these are small tapioca pearls. In the Philippines, they have something called sago. That's a different type of starch. Use whatever you got. Here I have some water that's coming to a boil. Just add these in while stirring so nothing sticks. Let this simmer here for about 5 to 8 minutes. You'll start to notice that the outside becomes clear, kind of like a fish egg where the center is a little white. Once it gets to that point, turn it off and let it sit there for 10 minutes undisturbed. You see that? That's the fish eyeball thing I was talking about. So now I'm just gonna let this sit here. The heat is off for about 10 minutes. And meanwhile, we can make it the big balls. It's made from sweet rice flour, the same rice that gives you sticky rice. So I'm just gonna add this to the bowl along with a little bit of water. And the goal is to get a Play-Doh-like consistency. Just add a little, mix, add a little bit more. This is just right. It shouldn't feel too sticky, but just a little bit sticky icky, enough to form a little ball. So you can test it out, grab a little piece, and if you could roll it easily without leaving too much residue on your hand, it's ready. These are all done. You want to try to make them as uniform as possible. If you get some that are a little bigger than others, no biggies, not a big deal. Now, remember our tiny balls? I want you to look at this. That is all ready. You see that they're clear. If they have a little bit of white in the center, that's fine. Now, in this bowl, I have a strainer. You just need to strain them out and then rinse them with some water. It's very sticky and slimy at this point, so make sure you rinse it really well. After a bit of rinsing, this is what you'll have. Just set this aside until later. It's one of the very last things we'll add. Now, the base of the dessert, coconut. A lot of coconut milk. So I'm just gonna add this to the pot. Make sure you get the full fat one. We want it nice and creamy. Along with some water. Just gonna add it in here. Switch it around and get all that coconut milk. Then a little bit of sugar. You can add as little or as much as you'd like. It's bubbling, it's ready. Now it's time to drop the balls. I like to do just a few at a time so that they don't all stick together. Have no fear, my balls are fierce. The kitties are all in the pool. Now you just have to let this sit here, stir them occasionally so that they don't stick, and let it cook on a simmer, very low heat. The time depends, so it could take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes or 20 to 30 minutes. While that's cooking away, it's time for the fruit, jackfruit to be exact. It's used in a lot of Asian desserts. Now, if you've never seen the fruit, it's this huge, spiky, crazy looking thing, kind of like durian if you've ever seen that. It's kind of hard to get sometimes, so I like to use jackfruit from the can. It comes in a little syrup, and all you have to do is slice it up. Just make little slithers like this. Another great thing to add in this dessert is some sweet potato, some ube, some corn. I love jackfruit. Into the pot they go. I love the color too. It's nice and bright. Just let that cook for about 5 more minutes. Get that flavor infused. This is awesome. I've turned off the heat. The balls should be cooked now. I'm gonna test it out just for you. Look at that. Chewy. With the little jiggly balls. I like a lot of this, and it looks so cool when it's in here, watch. Make sure you get all those big clumps separated. Whenever I make a coconut milk dessert, I like to add a pinch, a generous pinch of salt. This really brings all those flavors together. Nice balance. And there you have it, Bilo Bilo. Oh yeah. My favorite part are the little balls. They're the best. It's so good because it's still warm It's best served warm. You can serve it cool, but so baller. See you next time. Bye.